across the length and breadth of India. From bustling cities to quiet villages, there beats a common dream. The dream to wear the olive green. Every year, thousands of young men and women take their first step by clearing the written exam. But that's just the beginning. The true test is one that defines who they really are. Begins at the Services Selection Board. A place not just of selection but of transformation. This documentary takes viewers through the journey of the Service Selection Board, SSB, the gateway to joining the Indian Army as an officer. Its purpose is to make aspirants fully aware of the process from the first call letter to the final recommendation, while showcasing the rigor, discipline and spirit of this unique selection experience. After clearing the written exam, aspirants receive their call letters and emails. The official intimation to appear for the SSB. For many young men and women, this letter is more than just paperwork. It is the first step toward turning a dream into reality. It is important to note that all authentic and updated information is always available on the official website www.joinindianarmy.nic.in. Aspirants are advised to rely only on this source. For their convenience, the telephone numbers of selection centers are also mentioned in the call letter. Tread across 5 intense, unpredictable and inspiring days. This isn't just a test, it's a mirror. A mirror that reflects whether you have what it takes to be an officer in the Indian Army.
Officer selection process is common for Indian Army, Navy, Air Force and Coast Guard. Indian Army's 12 boards are organized in 4 selection centers, one each at Prayagraj, Bhopal, Jalandhar and Bangalore.
This is the journey from hope to honor, and it begins now. Candidates from different states arrive with hope in their hearts. On day 1, they report to the MCO at the railway station, where a selection center representative receives them. They are then taken to the center by Army bus, where the call-up section verifies their identity and documents.
Welcome to Selection Center East, Prayagraj. You are not supposed to carry any digital equipment and few documents you are supposed to get along with you. You must be carrying it. Those documents will be physically checked here by one of my teams. That is your digital form, application form, your 10-12 mark sheets and your original Aadhaar card. All documents has to be original. After that has been physically ascertained, you will go to a digital counter where digitally you will be checked you are the same person who have been called over here. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
After that, you will endorse a document over there, paper kept over there. You will endorse what is your name, what is your roll number and your stream.
Chest numbers are allotted and detailed documentation is completed by the duty GTO of the respective board. Candidates without valid documents are returned. The rest move on to stage 1 testing, starting with the Officer Intelligence Rating OIR test, followed by the Picture Perception and Discussion Test PPNTT. In OIR, candidates solve logic-based questions. In PPNTT, they get 30 seconds to view a picture, write a story and then discuss it in a group.
So ladies, ready for the next activity?
Yeah.
So ladies, a little while ago, you were shown a picture on the screen based on which you have written a story on a sheet of paper. The activity which we are going to conduct is in continuation of the same. Initially, you all would be required to narrate your individual stories mentioning about the number of characters seen, their age, gender and mood as perceived by you, and thereafter briefly describe as to what led to the situation, what is happening now and what is the likely outcome. Once you all have given out your individual narrations, you will then be required to discuss amongst yourself and arrive at a consensus Thereafter, you have to nominate a person to narrate the consensus arrived at to us. Ladies, keep the individual narration short and sweet so that you get adequate time for the discussion. And remember, the aim of the discussion is to arrive at a consensus and not whose story is to be accepted.
Here, it's not just about speaking, it's about listening, leading, and blending with the team. After these tests comes a crucial moment, the screening. Based on their performance in story writing, narration, and group discussion, some candidates are recommended to proceed to stage 2. For them, the journey continues the next day, a step closer to wearing the uniform.
Do not feel disheartened and take this opportunity of becoming better and improving on your shortcomings, all right? So before all of you move out, kindly have a big round of applause for the ones who've been selected.
For others, the journey ends here. Those not selected are courteously informed and encouraged to prepare for future attempts and are sent home on the same day.
There are 15 officer-like qualities on which a candidate is assessed, and these 15 qualities are assessed by all 3 independent assessors independently.
From the moment they arrive, every need is taken care of, completely free of cost. Clean, secure accommodations are provided and shared with fellow candidates, who quickly begin to feel like teammates. Throughout their stay, candidates are provided fresh, hygienic and nutritious meals, served 4 times a day in the mess, to keep them energized and focused for every challenge ahead.
The experience here at SSB has been amazing. The environment is very conducive and the amenities have been great. The mess food is very nutritious. Accommodation has also been very comfortable. In terms of other things of activities, we'll have a basketball court, a volleyball court. We have a walking track. We have a gymnasium which is open to all candidates. So a lot of amenities here.
Day 2 is psychological, but not in the way you think. It's not about breaking you. It's about revealing you.
Gentlemen, what now you have received is the answer sheet for the psychological test. This sheet has got 16 pages in it. The first 6 sheets, that is page number 1 to 6, are meant for the first test, which is the thematic apperception test. Now page number 7, 8 and 9 are meant for your second test, which is the word association test. As you can see that there are 60 numbers, which means 60 words will be flashed on the screen. The next 4 sheets, that is page number 10, 11, 12 and 13 are meant for the situation reaction test. The last 3 blank sheets are for your self-description test.
The psychological tests include the thematic apperception test or TAT, word association test or WAT, situation reaction test SRT and self-description test.
The first test will be the thematic apperception test. In this test, few pictures will be flashed on this big screen and you are supposed to write down stories around the characters and situation shown in the picture. The second test will be the word association test, wherein few words will be flashed on this big screen and you are supposed to write down your first thought or idea that comes to your mind after seeing that particular word. The third test will be a situation reaction test, wherein a booklet consisting of few day-to-day situations will be presented to you and you are supposed to write down your reaction to those situations. The fourth and the final test will be the self-description test, wherein you will be writing your opinion around 5 headings. Okay?
As a psychologist, we assess the unconscious and subconscious aspects of one's personality. We expect the candidates to produce their natural responses to the stimuli shown in the psychological test. There are no right or wrong answers with respect to the situations and the questions shown in the psychological test. Also, this is not a test of knowledge, but a test of personality to see the suitability of the candidates for the armed forces.
After a long day of introspection and evaluation, candidates often find comfort in shared conversations. Moments that reflect the rich diversity of India. And yes, it's not all interviews and discussions. The open sports area invites you to stretch, play, or simply breathe under the open sky. The idea? To look inside your mind, your personality, your reactions under pressure. When no one's watching, when there's no time to pretend. They want to know who you really are. Day 3 is where the action begins.
So gentlemen, I'm your GTO and we are going to be together for the next 2 days. And I'm sure by the time we finish, we'll get to know each other much better than we do now. Firstly, I can assure you, and nothing would give me greater pleasure than to see you all in uniform. Secondly, gentlemen, whatever you'll be doing over here will be more in a nature of series of games rather than tests. And thirdly, lest it be monotonous, there is going to be a variety in the task, with a fair mix of both mental and physical work. Now that I mentioned tasks, a word about them. Now they've been so designed that they can be easily tackled by people like you. What is more, each task can be tackled in a variety of ways. Therefore, there is no question of guessing the right solution. Do not get discouraged or unduly worried if you think you've not been able to perform as well as you should have at any particular task. Gentlemen, no task is of particular importance. It is the totality of your performance that counts. Understood?
Yes, sir. Group tests, the beating heart of the SSB. The day starts with group discussion, where you exchange thoughts on national issues, current events, or social topics.
Are you all ready to start the first task for the day? Yes, sir. So gentlemen, as rightly brought out, the first task for today is known as the group discussion. Now it is a very friendly exchange of views on a topic of common interest, much in the same way as we do in our colleges, at a workplace, or over a cup of tea or coffee with a friend at a restaurant. Remember gentlemen that this is not a debate. There is no chairman. You do not have to take any sides. You do not even have to come to any conclusion. You can say what you like, when you like, as many number of times as you like. There are no restrictions except that at any one time, not more than 2 or 3 of you should speak together. Because if all of you speak together, what will happen? It'll be a chaotic situation, isn't it? And nobody will understand what is being said. Gentlemen, do not worry about your expressions. It is your ideas that matter. Therefore, as long as you can convey your views in a manner that all of us can understand, that will be good enough. Now to start with, I shall offer you 2 subjects and let you select one. Once you've chosen the subject, I'll repeat the same so that we are all clear about the topic at hand. Thereafter, I will give you about 20 minutes to exchange your views about it. Now after the first discussion is over, I may offer you another topic for discussion. But this time it will be without a choice. Time for the second discussion will also be 20 minutes. Understood? Yes, sir. Any doubts? No, sir.
Can you speak with clarity? Can you influence without dominating? These are the questions the Group Testing Officer GTO silently evaluates. Next is the group planning exercise.
Gentlemen, in stage 2, I shall read a story about the model and you'll all listen. There are certain problems interwoven in the story. And to facilitate you getting the details of the story firmly in your minds, in stage 3, each one of you will get 5 minutes to read your own copy of the narrative kept from a clipboard next to you. After 5 minutes, your narratives will be collected so that no further reading can be done. Now at the end of this stage, in case you still have any doubts regarding the story, you can get them clarified. Now in stage 4, you will be required to write your own individual solution on a sheet of paper that will be provided to you. Time allowed for the written work will be 10 minutes. Thereafter, your clipboards with your solutions will be collected. Now finally, in the 5th stage, you will be required to hold a discussion amongst yourselves and evolve the group solution for the same. Time for the discussion will be 20 minutes. Thereafter, any one of you, does not matter who, can stand up and give out the group solution that all of you have arrived at. Understood, gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts regarding the task?
No, sir.
Or the stages?
No, sir.
You're all clear?
Yes, sir.
A test that places you in a real-world crisis. A map, a problem, limited resources, and just minutes to plan. As a group, you must analyze, debate, and present the best course of action. It's a test of leadership, logic, and above all, cooperation. Then comes the most exciting part, the progressive group task, PGT.
So now we will be doing the progressive group task. In this task, you all will be working together as a group. Hence, it is called as the progressive group task. In this task, you will be tackling a series of 4 obstacles, one after the other, in such a manner that we will be starting with a fairly simple obstacle. And as you progress ahead, then you will realize that these obstacles are not so simple. Therein lays the progressivity of this task. As you can all see, there are no natural obstacles over here. Can you see any nalas, broken grounds or anything over here? So we have a very simple method of drawing 2 white lines and declaring the ground in between these 2 white lines as out of bounds. Thereby it becomes an obstacle for you which you need to negotiate along with a load that is given to you. To help you negotiate these obstacles, there are few structures that are placed in between these 2 white lines. And you will also be provided with a few helping materials in the form of planks, bullies and ropes. Alright? So now we will be seeing each obstacle one after the other. And this task, ladies, will be done by following a set of 5 rules. Be very attentive when I am telling you the rules, because these rules will be applicable to all tasks that you will be doing henceforth, right? Yes, ma'am. So the first rule, ladies, is the group rule, which says all of you, your load as well as a helping material must cross the finish line of the obstacle before any one of you even approaches the next obstacle. The second rule is the distance rule, which says any distance which is 4 feet or more has to be bridged across and not jumped across. If any infringement of these rules takes place, I would expect you all to keep a note on it yourself. If not, amongst the friends, otherwise I might have to point it out to you. Alright? The third rule, ladies, is the color rule, which says any structure on the obstacle which is red, apart from the ground in between the 2 white lines, is out of bound for men, material and load. Any structure which is painted blue is out of bound for material and load. And any structure which is painted white is inbound for men, material and load. The fourth rule, ladies, is the rule of rigidity, which says no 2 rigid helping materials can be tied together, thereby increasing their distance for direct bridging. The fifth and the final rule says the rule of infinity, which says the start line and the finish line as drawn on the ground have to be imagined as extending till infinity towards the left and right as it is, thereby meaning they are parallel to each other and they never meet one another. Am I clear? Yes, ma'am. Alright, any doubts so far?
No, ma'am.
The group obstacle race, popularly known as the snake race.
So in this task known as the group obstacle race, your group is to race against the other group through a course of 6 obstacles. Now gentlemen, once started off, you should aim at your group reaching the finish line first.
Here your team holds onto a snake-like rope and charges through a series of wild physical challenges. It's loud, messy and unforgettable. And the half-group task, HGT. Picture this: a set of obstacles, a few planks, some ropes and a handful of rules. Your team must cross each barrier using logic and teamwork. Sounds fun? It is. But it's also a test of how you think under pressure, how you lead, follow and support your crew. But now, the focus shifts back to the individual, the lecturette. Choose a topic, speak for 3 minutes. No notes, no phones, just your thoughts, your voice. Can you engage? Can you lead with words?
The GTO assesses the candidates on their physical and mental capabilities. The assessment of the candidates is on the basis of their intellect, their social behavior, their leadership qualities, as well as their perseverance. The GTO expects the candidates to behave naturally and not in a manner told to them by anyone else. Candidates are assessed purely on the basis on the performance on ground.
By day 4, you start feeling like part of a team. The individual obstacle task. 10 challenges. You run, climb, jump, swing.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, sir. How are you all doing? Good, sir. So, gentlemen, as rightly brought out by all of you, the first task for today is known as the individual obstacles. Now, it consists of 10 obstacles to be gone through by each one of you individually in 3.5 minutes time. The number on the obstacle will indicate the points you will secure if you tackle it successfully. Therefore, gentlemen, if you complete all the 10 obstacles successfully within the time allotted to you, you will secure how many points? 55 points. Now gentlemen, when I take you on this obstacle course, you will find that these obstacles are not serially arranged. You are at the liberty of tackling them in any order you like. And while tackling any of these obstacles, gentlemen, if you feel you're losing out on time, if you want, you can leave it and come back to it again later. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now gentlemen, if you've completed all the 10 obstacles and still have time left to your credit, you may repeat the obstacles. Now based on the number of obstacles you repeat, you will secure those many extra points. But the point to remember is that no repetition is allowed till you've completed all the 10 obstacles successfully. And even while repeating, you're not to go over one obstacle more than once. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Testing not just strength but spirit. Then the command task.
So gentlemen, in your group task so far, you've been all working as equals, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, to give you an opportunity of doing the task in your own way, we have this task known as a command task, where each one of you will be nominated as the commander for one particular task. You will then carry out the task in a manner that you want to do without anyone questioning or interfering with you. The task will be like an obstacle of the progressive group task with similar rules, except for the group rule, due to obvious reasons, isn't it, gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
Now, each commander will get about 15 minutes to complete the task. Gentlemen, apart from the commander, each team will comprise of maximum 2 team members. The commander will have the choice of nominating the team members amongst the group. Therefore, those of you who are nominated as a team members must do exactly as told to you by the commander, whether you approve of it or not. After all, the responsibility of completing the task is of the commander, right? And it is only fair that all his directions are carried out unquestioned. Therefore, no one must do anything directly or indirectly. No one must not even speak unless specifically addressed to by the commander. Clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts, gentlemen?
No, sir.
You're the leader now. Pick your team, plan the task, give clear instructions, and own the outcome. Finally, the final group task. One last mission, one last chance to show teamwork.
At the end of this testing procedure, the candidates admit that this was the most beautiful experience that they had in the 5 days SSB testing schedule. And I can gladly say that most of the candidates have admitted to it.
Parallel to this, any time between day 2 and day 4, you're called for the personal interview.
So Ritik, how has been your day today?
Sir, my day was absolutely great. We woke up in the morning, had breakfast. Then we went for the GTO task. We had our GTO one day.
Okay.
And we performed really well. I was very much happy with my performance.
And you have been waiting for how long in the waiting room?
So I was waiting from last 15 to 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yes.
And what did you do in last 20 minutes then?
Sir, I was reading a comic which was inspired from the life of Lieutenant General Sagat Singh. So I was reading that. Yes, sir.
Ritik, next 45 minutes or so, we'll be talking more about you regarding your education, your family background and your spare time interests. So I've got a fair idea from the PIQ form that you had submitted on your arrival. But now you can talk to me more freely and in details. Okay?
Okay, sir.
You can answer me either in English or Hindi or, combination of both.
It feels like a conversation. They ask about your life, choices, hobbies, goals, and your reason for wanting the uniform. They observe everything. Your honesty, clarity, and self-awareness.
Having identified these 15 officer-like qualities, their assessment in Service Selection Board is based on Indian philosophy of assessing personalities, which says you can identify the various qualities in a personality or an individual based on Manasa, that what a person thinks, Vacha, what he speaks, and Karmana, what he does on ground. As far as the interview technique is concerned, it involves a series of comprehensive questions on the educational background, family background, hobbies, interests, and spare time activities of a candidate. This interaction is to analyze the candidate's behavioral consistency in various life situations so as to arrive at a level of officer-like qualities in a candidate. This analysis and assessment requires a lot of experience. The interview technique is an extremely productive and effective technique because it involves the life history of a candidate which cannot be changed or falsified.
And if you need to catch up on world news before your interview, the in-house library offers books, newspapers, and the silence to prepare. And just like that comes day 5.
Last 5 days has made an impact on your personality. You won't be knowing it. It is all in your subconscious mind. And let me tell you, these 5 days will be the best days of your life. You are never ever going to forget what you have undergone here, the kind of exposure you have got, the kind of feeling you have got, the kind of confidence, the kind of new things you have learned about yourself. SSB is such a thing that people don't come to know what was in them that they got selected. And people don't come to know that why they were not recommended from here. Now, getting recommended, not getting recommended doesn't mean that you don't have those qualities in you. But the point is that we people here look for that optimal level of qualities in you, the combination of those qualities. Remember what I have said, this is not the end, this is the beginning. And those who get recommended, it is a long journey ahead. There are tough medicals, there is a waiting list, and there are a lot of things. So in the end, I would like to say that, you people are the chosen ones who have cleared that stage 1, and let me tell you that stage 1 is not easy. It is a course filter. You can do your bit by entering any stream. But if you strongly feel you are made for it and you have it in you, do some introspection, work hard, come again, and you will succeed. Okay?
Yes, sir. The conference day, headed by all officers, the GTO, interviewing officer, and psychologist, led by the president or deputy president, sit together. You walk into the room, dressed in your best, and give one final impression.
Next candidate is chest number 4, Kadari Srinathi.
Roll number 853621, ORS 2.
Correct. Call the candidate.
Please come in.
Jain, sir.
Jain Srinathi, please sit down. Srinathi, how was your experience of SSB?
My experience has been very nice over here. Not just regarding the selection procedure, but also with respect to the extracurricular activities that we have been doing. So they were very enjoying and satisfying to basically spend our free time.
So how has NCC training helped you for the preparation of SSB?
So NCC training, I should say that it has basically inculcated a very basic need that is required for any preparation that we do in our life, that is discipline. So in that way, and also in terms of giving us the few gist of how defense services work. So in that way, NCC has helped me in inculcating few qualities and knowledge as per it is required.
That would be all. Wish you all the best. You may leave now.
Thank you, sir. Jai Hind, sir.
Jai Hind.
Sometimes it's a 30-second conversation. Sometimes it's longer. But the decision has already been made. Selected or not, every candidate walks out changed.
Jai Hind, gentlemen.
Jai Hind, sir.
How are you all?
Fine, sir.
So, here we are in the last part and the most awaiting moment, that is result declaration. Okay, gentlemen, in last 5 days, we at 18 SSB Selection Center East Prayagraj had a great learning experience. I hope you all also had great learning takeaways, both professionally and personally, as you would have made lot of friends for your lifetime. Gentlemen, you all are the best, but few amongst you fit and aligned to the requirement of Indian Armed Forces. Those amongst you who do not get recommended this time, do not get disheartened. Work hard, know your limitation and strength, and work towards it.
Because the SSB isn't just about selection, it's about self-discovery, about finding out what you're made of.
We have a very time-tested, reliable, and transparent selection process.
To wear the uniform is a privilege. To lead men in battle, to serve the nation selflessly, it demands something extraordinary. And that's what the SSB seeks. Not the perfect candidate, but the right one.
SSB is a whole transformative process. I even noticed notable changes within myself. When the candidates undergo the whole process of 5 days, there are positive developments and changes they noticed, not even in their personality, but also in their way of living.
If you've earned your call for SSB, you stand at the threshold of something truly transformative. If your heart beats for the nation, if you believe in honor, discipline, and courage, then get ready. Because your 5-day journey of a lifetime is about to begin.